Yeah, Tick, I'm just here to say hi, right? Because you know what's going on. Maybe you can play a little bit of music, keep everybody happy. If you want to join on stage, right, please request up. I'm hosting the space and grow about it. And yeah, you guys are welcome. Just repost this room. Tick is going to play you some music, get that live stream going, right? And I'll hear you in a little bit. I'll still be listening, but I got to focus on some other things right now at the moment.
Got you.
Okay, wake up, look out the window, roll one smoke out the place so we can take a trip out to Roma, maybe just San Diego. You can bring the luggage, the cases of cocaine, a kilo. We can take a trip, we can triple take a trip. All the money like a little telescope. Small, you
Yo,
can take
GM, you
a
play
light
music,
pillow so
Tick?
lit. The
I think Tick is setting
Can
up
you
the
hear it?
live stream. And
No, not
we
yet.
cannot hear the
Oh,
music
okay.
here.
Okay. Yeah. On the it's going directly to the stream. So let me see. One sec.
What's up? What's up, y'all? Good morning. Good morning.
Yo.
Yes, good morning, Rafiki. We're just trying to get some music going. You guys can repost the room, and then if you are on stage waiting, then
Yeah.
please, put your hand up if you want to join the conversation, or else wait till we pick the projects one by one, right? And we'll start to roll that all out. We are live streaming on
Well,
YouTube.
I'm quite busy
Y'all,
too, but
good
I will
morning. Good
listen and
morning.
join the conversation.
Yo.
Awesome.
Yes, good
Yes, we
morning,
are
Rafiki.
live, of
We're
course,
just
on
trying to get some
YouTube and
music
on
going.
X,
You
and we'll
guys
cut
can.
this up in shorts over Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. If the shills are good, so just prepare. When you're on stage and you want to shill, let Tick know what he needs to look at that's the most bullish visual for your project, because then we can blast it into that social media stratosphere, sphere, right? And so you know what to do. Just get ready for it. I see some dark matter in the audience wanting to request that we do have some good projects. I see some good NFTs in here. Of course, I'm very happy to see Cuddle. And yeah, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Cricket
Yes.
is back. Yes. Okay. So you guys on stage have your shills ready, have the visuals that you want that you can then tell Tick, and just wait till Tick is calling you. He's got to do it without me, right? So give him a break. Put your
Mm.
hand up if you want some attention, right? And but he will pick the projects one by one to talk to and shill. You all get to shill. That's not the problem. I don't know. How's that going with the music, you guys?
Uh, the music thing, I just kind of gave up on it because I can do it directly to the stream using my streaming service. However, having it come in through my mic input to share into spaces is a whole nother thing. I'm not. Yeah. How do you do it yourself? Do you actually? You don't put your microphone up to your speaker, do you?
Actually, I do. I have a
Oh,
separate thing that plays a
yeah,
separate device altogether. Yes, yes, that's
yeah.
how I learned how to do it. But yeah,
My.
so
Mm.
I see a lot of interesting things. Well, you know what? Here we go. Hands up. Your hands up. That's Meta X favorite song. Hands up. This is all right. Janice in the house.
Let's see.
All right, all right.
What
Please,
about
please
this?
turn down the music a little bit for me. Thank you very much. I'm just have to. I'm gonna do disappear thing,
Okay.
so I can leave you or your own take. But I do want to mention that I do see some bullish projects in here, and of course, if you want more attention, we got to repost this. We got to leave some more comments, you guys. That's the thing. But welcome everybody. Sit back. You know, we also get a lot of people that are listening in from the future that are listening to the live stream of YouTube later on, which is recorded. And so, you know, just sit back, kick back, get ready. I see some Infineon people down below. Shout out to you. I see some bullish NFTs in here. I can't wait for you all to come and chill. And I'll be listening at last.
Word.
Take it away, Vic.
All right. Well, yeah, I can get the party going. Man, I wanted to. Let me see. Let me know how this turns out. Actually, does the music sound okay on this? Like this? No, I don't think this is gonna sound right.
Nah, it sounds hella echoey, bro.
Nah, it's all right. We do it out. It's fine. We
It's
do it
not gonna
out.
work.
It's fine.
All right, let's do this then. Let's see. Crypto market navigates new highs and network challenges. So, I went ahead and compiled like a little research report of what's going on in the world of crypto for today. And you know, yesterday we had the JD Vance the Bitcoin conference. So I was streaming that yesterday onto the live stream, the Bitcoin conference, and let's see, I had a whole collection of information about that, but it was basically talking about how the U.S. is going to be allocating funds to digital assets with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and basically, you know, bullish news on the horizon for Bitcoin and all of that. So let me see the JD Vance. Yeah, for some reason I'm having difficulty finding the thing that I compiled earlier. I was just reading it. It also covered how the Sui hack, the Cetus hack went, and all of that, how the outcome of that has been going. So let me see if I can pull up here on my phone, actually, since anywho, that is a bust. I'm not having any luck pulling up the thing that
You
I.
know,
Mhm.
the funniest moment of my day was as tomorrow very early I opened like the news from Europe, and it was basically just a Uno reverse card, like U.S. Top judge stops most of Trump's tariffs and stuff like that.
The
So
top church had stopped the tariffs.
not the judge, the judge, the court, some high court. I don't know exactly because I'm not so familiar with the justice system in US. But that was what I was reading. And it's a banking holiday here. I don't know if it's a holiday at your place too, but I'm interested in tomorrow morning.
Huh. I see. Let's see. So I had seen some stuff about the outcome of that conference, and for some reason I'm having difficulty locating it now, and all the information now that I'm finding is very like.
Pardon, can you say it again? You rocked a bit, I guess. Or maybe it was me.
I think I had a connection issue. Something about the Cetus hack though, and the funds being
Yeah.
returned.
Okay. I have not read about it, but this is the latest news you say? They were able to return most of the stolen assets?
No, they're voting in order to do that. So
Okay.
yeah, but the vote went through. Let me see. So Cetus hack vote. Yeah, unfortunately, I had compiled all of this on my phone earlier, and now I can't find the stuff that I compiled. But the response to the Cetus incident on the Sui block 2 days ago, let's find something more recent. Sui network votes to hack the hacker who drained 220 million from Cetus. So this is what I had stumbled across yesterday. Is I believe the vote went through with a 52% vote advocating for this, which has people on both sides of the DeFi world just kind of torn as to whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, because this, kind of impedes on people's privacy if when it comes down to it, it can be determined like who you are and what transactions you're making. It's like the anonymity of it is completely gone, and there, it's whole of a facade. So the Cetus suffered a $220 million malicious exploit on May 22nd. The Sui network froze the attacker's wallet holding 160 million. Affected users are in line for compensation. So the Sui validators are voting on a proposal that, let me see. So this was from yesterday at 5:56. So from what I understand, the vote has already finished, and it concluded that it would be with 52% that it passed. The move, which would reverse the exploit that allowed an attacker to siphon 220 million from the blockchain's decentralized exchange aggregator, is stirring debate. That's because the action raises questions about the balance between decentralization and necessary intervention in blockchain governance. The maneuver effectively involves hacking the hacker, which some critics say erodes the trustless nature of blockchain networks as it requires a reliance on centralized decision making. The Sui network participants froze 160 million following the attack, but the funds are still in the attackers' wallets. Data from the voting page shows 52% support for returning the funds. While the vote officially ends on June 3rd, participants can trigger an early close of the polls on May 29th. Trends are signaling the vote will pass. If it does, the network can trigger an upgrade to override the attackers' control of their wallets and remove the siphoned funds from their possession. The funds will be transferred to a multi-signature wallet controlled by Cetus, the Sui Foundation, and blockchain securities outfit OtterSec. The proposal is part of a larger remediation plan to compensate users affected by last week's malicious exploit. The recovered funds will also be supplemented by Cetus's treasury and loan from Sui Foundation to make the affected traders whole. This is just so crazy to me. It's just so wild that this is real life. That, this guy decides to pull off this crazy hack, and then basically an investigation goes underway to determine who he is. And then the community votes like, all right, should we, what should we do about this? And like, it's just crazy, man. It really feels like the Wild West. When it really comes down to it, kind of like the rules are being written as we go along, using like a moral compass to figure out, what's the lesser of two evils, impeding on people's privacy and, the illusion of security and anonymity, or, correcting something that's been, these people that have been wronged, these people that have been stolen from. So, really, what is the lesser of two evils here? And what is this that we're all working towards, with DeFi and everything, with decentralized finance? It's what kind of regulation needs to take place for us to maintain confidence in this system, because if it's a fragile system that can be easily crippled, if there's no security there, then then it's bearish, and people won't want to hold Sui or any crypto for that matter. So, this I feel like this is kind of like necessary that this needs to happen, and like some sort of regulation is absolutely needed in some sense. But yeah, it's like, where do you draw the line with that? And let me see. So who do we have here that wanted to come up on stage? I know that Meta, you were giving me some input, and then who else? Oh, we got Lamb in the building. What's up? And then we had some other Dirk. Good to see you, man. I know that we've been talking about getting you guys in here for the last couple days, so I'm glad that you guys made it. And then yeah, thanks for everyone for showing up today. And like, if anyone wants to come up on stage and go over.
Yeah, I was just a bit reading into the recent news you mentioned, and that they were able or that they running this proposal or ran this proposal. I checked a bit stuff about the background, and I just saw that Cetus also offered like a $6 million bounty to a white hacker or a group of white hackers, like a bug bounty.
Wow.
It's not a bug bounty. It's like, I think, anyone who got information, and yeah, but this would propose a white hat agreement to avoid legal repercussions with CETIS and I guess other lawyers and companies. Yep. So
Yeah.
if anyone pretty skilled at that, good luck.
I'm looking at that article right now too about the $6 million white hat bounty. That is, yeah, dude. Like I was saying, it's like the Wild West, isn't it? Like, think about, like, that's so.
Well, you guys, that's how it should stay, right? For now, at
Yeah,
least,
absolutely.
right?
It's a good thing.
You
It's just,
know,
it's
yeah.
comical.
Well, we know that Apple, Microsoft, and banks, even Swift system, are hiring these white hackers all the time. Well, first of all, they hire them for their, coding department, to try and spot the holes that their initial coders missed, right? So they are actually trying to hack this system to figure out the weaker spots, and that there's something like that, needs to happen. It's something that happens in Web 2 as well.
Yes,
So yeah, this
become
is nothing
standard.
really in particularly new, right? I would have expected this to happen in crypto already, because just like any other system, nothing is 100%, and crypto isn't either. And it takes one very smart person. So but then to regulate it and to have the ability to freeze other people's wallets, that's going to scare the heck out of us too.
Yeah.
So right, so we gotta, I'm sure in the future we'll find some things that will work out. But I like to welcome, Rafiki has left the stage already, so I would like to move on to the projects now.
Yeah.
I see that Cuddle was then first, and then I saw Cricket, and then it's Buffy. So
Okay,
guys,
let me make
get
a
ready for
note.
the show.
Let me make a note. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you might have to add back to the speakers because X application is still glitching out in spaces, and maybe he just dropped from speakers.
Oh, Rafiki, yeah, possibly that Rafiki might accidentally got disconnected.
Oh, that could have happened, but he's welcome back on stage when he comes back. And
Wilder,
yeah.
real quick, what's the roster so that I can keep the order like a kind of like a karaoke list? What's the order of the people?
We're not actually making the karaoke. That's for the Moonlight Crypto Space.
There we go.
That's
There's
it's
Cuddle
Cricket,
first.
Cuddle, Cricket, and then Buffy. You guys, I'm in that south of France.
Cool.
And Ivor's mountains.
And then
I've
sorry.
doing stuff, but I found a little place now where nobody can hear me because I'm actually at some undisclosed location in a big, huge, fat villa. And I will go back to my hotel in a couple of hours. But yeah, I'm just going to sit here and listen to the space. I don't know if they're going to call me back in and, do the whole, being a part of the decor show. But yeah. So I'm letting Poe up to speak, but you got to wait in line, you guys, because we're going to do the shills first. And like I said, I see some Infineon people down below. You guys, if you want to come up, pull up on stage, you're more than welcome to as well. And we'll put you on blast. That's what we do around here. So yeah, let's have it up for Cuddle. and start that shilling. I'm ready to hear it.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Cuddle Gang. I'm also Apocalypto Crypto out in the X Spaces if you've seen me around. Cuddle Gang is my XRP NFT project. I launched it last month on 420. We started minting at 8 XRP. Yeah, I'm just out here to talk about my project a little bit and talk about who I am. I'm an artist. Originally, I did traditional painting and I did jewelry as well. Did a lot of acrylic on canvas. In my time, Cuddle Gang is my first digital art piece project, so it's my first time working with digital art. So it's been fun. It's been definitely a learning curve, a big learning curve for me, but I'm tackling it and I'm doing well with my creativity and everything. So yeah, if there's anything that you guys would like to know about Cuddle Gang, please ask. Let me know. And yeah, I'm here.
Very cool. Yes, I have it up on the jumbo right now, looking at your guys' page on XRP Cafe. Yeah, so let's see.
I love it because
Yeah.
I love, something cuddly on XRP, you guys. That just fits. Cuddle, I don't know about your microphone volume, but maybe you can turn it up a little. Where did you go? Where did you go?
Is this better? Can you guys hear me better? Am I still too low?
It's a little quiet, but I can hear you. Whoa, I can hear me.
Is there a way to turn up the volume on the mic?
You right-click sound settings in the bottom right system tray, and then you can do control your mic and put volume. You right-click the little speaker in the system tray, bottom right, next to the clock. Are you on PC or Mac?
I'm on Mac. Or no,
Okay.
I'm not on Mac. I'm on my phone right now. Sorry.
Oh, oh,
We got
yeah, mic Oh,
Let me see if I can switch over to my computer real quick. Just hop into space off my computer. Maybe you guys can hear me better from there.
I was just yesterday. Oh, man, I'm able to hear myself, and it's throwing me off. Somebody has their speaker, and it's giving me an echo. Let me see. Is that good now? Okay, I think we're good now.
I think it's Cuddle.
Cool. Yeah, I was
it's good.
I was just yesterday working on an NFT collection using an NFT generator that like basically you can map out how you want the different items, accessories, backgrounds, like whatever, and it basically goes through and like generates the collection, and then yeah, I was using like a online application to do that yesterday. For me, I didn't really like the result. I think that there has to be a better way to do it for me. But I'm a little bit curious now, looking at this, what the approach and the method was in order to create the collection. Because seeing how it was done with the thing that I did it with yesterday was a little eye-opening. It basically just uses AI to just like basically the thing that I was using to generate a collection. I actually have a screenshot of it that I took. Let me see. While I wait for him to connect back, I don't know if Cuddle Gangs seems like he's having connectivity issues right now. Anyway, but seems like a cool little collection. I'm not really sure. I didn't get to hear too much about, what's going on with this as far as the inspiration. I'd like to know more about this project, but anyway, I think that we lost him. Where is he? Oh no, there he is, right there. He needs to come back up on stage. Invite to speak.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
All right, I'm back. So
that's much better.
on my
So much better.
That's
All right,
crazy. It's so
wonderful.
much better.
Yeah, so I was saying this is my first digital art project that I'm working on. I'm using, what am I using? Procreate right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've dabbled a little bit with what is it? Photoshop in the past and Adobe Illustrator and things like that.
Yeah.
I honestly I do like Procreate for the drawing part, but I can do so much more with Adobe and Photoshop.
Um, FYI, word to the wise. I don't know if you're familiar with Inkscape, but Inkscape is a free version of Illustrator that's like really, it's handy for doing like vector graphics if you like to do vectorized graphics and stuff like that. But it's basically a free version of Illustrator. It's open source, and I know this is off topic. But just word to the wise, if you like doing art stuff, Inkscape is a great open source program and it's free.
Looking it up right now. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Are you using a pad too? Do you have a Wacom drawing tablet, or are you doing it on an iPad, or how do you do
Doing it on my
your
iPad. Do it on my iPad.
sick? And then do you have an Apple Pencil as a stylus as well?
Yes, I do.
Dope, dude. I'm asking because I want to get into this as well. I have friends that are like
I've
very
used the Wacom
advanced.
in the
Yeah,
past, and I don't like the drawing pad to
the
the
Wacom.
screen
Oh,
interface.
okay,
Yeah.
so because
So
with the Wacom,
unless I can see what I'm drawing on the screen, like I don't
right?
know, it's for me.
That's the thing is like if you can't, you have to be able to see what you're doing. Yeah, the surface that you're drawing on. That's why I ask, because some
Yeah,
of the
yeah, I've definitely tried the drawing pads
and
without the
it's
screen on them,
and
and
it
it's
sucks
definitely it's a bigger learning curve for
for
sure.
sure. Dope, cool. Yeah, well, tell us about Cuddle Gang and like kind of what maybe like inspired you to do this. Why did you choose XRP Chain? What was the inspiration for the art and what are your plans for developing this project and making it flourish? How long have you been doing it, and what's the projected roadmap?
All right, so I chose XRP because XRP was the first cryptocurrency that I bought and got into. I was originally a stock trader, so I traded stocks, did options and things like that. And then one of my best friends was into crypto and big into XRP, and he just kept shilling it to me and shilling it to me. And finally, I said, "All right, I'm gonna look into crypto. I'm gonna get into this." This was back in 2019. I bought into XRP at like 19 cents. Bought into a handful of other cryptos, obviously like Bitcoin, Ethereum, things like that. But XRP ended up being my go-to, and stuck with it. It's been very fruitful, obviously, since then. So that's why I chose
Hmm.
the XRPL to drop my NFT project. I chose Cuddle Gang because as before I was Apocalypto Crypto and that was my main account. I had close to like 5 or 6 thousand followers. I actually lost that account. Getting too hype in the space is kind of my fault, to be honest. But the sad part about losing that account is I lost it right before launching Cuddle Gang. So right when I launched Cuddle Gang, I lost that account. So it's been kind of hard getting my project up and going and marketing again from square one. That being said, I do want to bring utility to Cuddle Gang, so I'm trying to figure out a percentage that I want to give back and stake somewhere. That being said, I'm having a hard time figuring out what coin or what currency I would like to stake in and give back to the community. I initially would love to do XRP and give back to my holders in XRP and stake my XRP, but finding a safe place to stake XRP right now is the issue that I'm coming across. So I'm kind of looking at other NFTs, maybe Flare, maybe Corium, maybe something else, or not NFTs, cryptos that I can drop XRP into and build passive income to give back to my holders. So that's one of the things. I also am doing one-to-one custom NFTs for any of my holders. So anybody who holds 9 Cuddle Gang and a space background NFT, I'll do a one-to-one custom NFT for you any way you want it. I'm only going to be doing 10 of those, and 6 out of the 10 spots have been taken already. On top of that, I will be doing NFT drops to certain NFT styles like Naked Cuddles. There's only 6 Naked Cuddles in my collection, and anybody who owns a Naked Cuddle, like, you'll be getting NFT drops from me because every Naked Cuddle needs some clothing and needs some gear and needs some drip, and that's how I see it. That also being said, I am creating a second project, Cuddle Gangstas, now that I feel comfortable with the art and feel comfortable drawing and everything, and plan to make it more gangsta than the first collection. First collection is supposed to be more on the cute side and cuddly side. The next collection is going to be a little harder, a little more a lot more details, a lot more fun. So people who hold a Cuddle Gang will get cheaper discounts into my next collection, and people who are top holders will receive a free mint from my next collection as well. So I'm just trying to build this collection, trying to bring utility. I do want my NFTs to be higher than the mint price in the future. There is a couple cheaters out there who lowball them. I mean, they're just giveaway people, and that's fine. I go back and I buy them up with my own XRP, and it stacks back up into the Cuddle Gang wallet. So I do believe in my project, and I do invest my own XRP and my own money into it as well.
Very nice. Very nice. And you've been doing this for about a month, is it? Or
Yeah, I released this project last month on the 20th, April 20th.
and still working on a website though, it looks like, right? You just have the X page right now.
Yeah, I just have the X page. I have a Discord open and a website I am working on. So I'm the dev, I'm the artist, I'm
Yeah.
the promoter, the engager. I'm doing everything myself. So running this project by myself has been pretty tough. I did have a couple people at the beginning who I thought were going to stick with me and help me with the project, and they ended up not sticking around. So that kind of was a low blow, kind of hurt a little bit.
Word. I do have I've got a tool for you, dude, that's gonna blow your mind. It's let me see it for making a website. I came across it yesterday because I'm working on the one for What's the Ticker right now, and this tool that I came across yesterday is on such a whole nother level that it's mind blowing, dude. It's crazier. No, it's crazier than anything you've seen. Even if you've seen Bolt.new, Lovable, VO by Vercel, which I use all of those. This one dwarfs all of those. So I'm gonna send you a. I don't really want to set. I guess I'll just send it on Twitter. I was gonna say I don't want to send it on Twitter because it's not good to send links on here. But yeah, I want to send you the URL. It's really sick, dude. You're gonna trip.
Wait, curious to why does everybody say don't send links on Twitter?
Well, that's what Wilder told me. She said it's like bad for like the algorithm when it sees your account like DMing people URLs. It basically like the algorithm will like deboost you because it assumes that you're like spamming. From what I understand.
Oh, whoa, that's really good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm going to send you this one URL. It's AI. Okay, so this one, I'm going to open. I want to make sure that, yeah. Okay, so this is so insane, dude. It's going to blow your mind. I can't wait for you to play with it because it's really sick. You've done prompting with like AI before, right?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could say, make me a single website build me a single page website landing page for my NFT collection, Cuddle Gang. Make the website modern and professional, and have a section featuring a gallery of my like top favorite NFTs or recent sells, whatever, dude, and it'll orchestrate all of it for you, and the result is astonishing. And to the icing on the cake, so it also has a data collection feature that basically can do like a server-side database that can collect data from users that go onto your website. So let's say you say like sign up for subscribe here, click here to subscribe to my list or whatever. It can like build a database of people's information of like email address and Twitter handles, like whatever. But for collecting data, which it's native to the application, which is great that you don't have to do a third-party integration for database management. So I just wanted to share that alpha with you privately. And if anyone here has any questions about it, I can tell you about it privately as well. It's just that I don't.
Bro, that's really amazing.
Yes, really
dude. Cool.
This one in particular is on
like
such.
Right now.
Wait till you see the result, dude. I played around with it yesterday and made and it was astonishing, literally. So.
Yeah, if it gives me the result I want, I'll have a website this week.
Bro, you could have a website in an hour.
Having an AI build my website, that's genius.
Yeah, you can publish it, launch it, and then the other alpha is that there's another website called Netlify, and with Netlify you can actually upload it to have the domain or whatever. So with this, I think with the one that I sent you, you could publish it, and then after it's published, I'm not sure if you can publish to a zip file and then upload to Netlify, but yeah, there's hosting it too is it shouldn't be too difficult either. There's more than one way to host it as well, as I believe, and you can do it pretty much for free if like everything I do is usually for free by using workarounds and stuff. So for this one, I'm pretty sure that you could actually get it online for free. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. And if anyone has any questions about that, I'd be, I'd love to share the AI model with you privately. So just like let me know if anyone has any questions. Oh, yeah, here. This is Buffy. I got your message, so I went ahead and sent that to you as well. It's gonna blow your mind. It's really awesome. And then so, yeah, Cuddle Gang. Anything else? Sorry, I didn't want to hijack the whole space with that, but I just wanted to share that with you as a member of the crypto Twitter community. It's like I feel like these tools are so useful, and I like to kind of share that knowledge. But was there anything else with this project you wanted? Any last words you wanted to?
I think one last thing that I wanted to add about the project too is when I do mint this project out, I am looking to give away. I'm thinking about somewhere between like $1,000 and $2,000. I want to give away to somebody in Web3 who's going to college and going to school, and I want to give back to the community and just give out some type of grant to somebody who's trying to better their life.
Wow.
So that's another thing I want to do, to like give some cuddles out and give some love back to the community.
Yeah. And I'm just curious, what's your like motivation for are you like you're a graduate that you feel like that's something that I just want to know what's kind of your motivation in that.
I just knowledge to me is everything, and
Yeah.
people who like are out trying to learn and trying to gain something and build for themselves and just struggling to get there. I want to give that back because
Yeah.
I was there at one point in my life. I went to school, got my degree, wanted to go back. I mean, it was just hard. I was on my own. I was working a job. I was going to school like full time. I mean, it sucked.
Yeah.
that time in my life was really hard. And I mean, I just remember being like, dang, it'd just be nice to like have some help, and I want to give that help back to somebody who's in that same space.
Yeah. Right on, dude. Well, that's really admirable. And yeah, dude, very project looks awesome. It looks like you put a lot of work into this, and thank you for coming on and sharing this with us. And one thing I want to say is that, dude, just remember that you're like very early on in this, and I know that like it can be easy as time goes on to get discouraged with whatever you're doing for one reason or another. That's just in my situation. You got to remember that, dude, if you've only been doing this for a month, you're like so early. You're just getting started. And like the Doginal dogs, they sat around for a while before that really caught on. And the Doginal dogs community, it was a free mint, and they were giving them away originally, and now look, those things are $2,500 for one of those. So just remember that you're very early, and that the whole NFT thing, it's just very early for the whole NFT thing still. And I wish you a lot of luck, man. I think that it's a bullish looking project, and you've got something cool here. So thanks for coming on and sharing with us.
I appreciate that. And like, yeah, I'm here to stay, so I'm not going anywhere. However long it takes for Cuddles to
Yeah,
get out.
stay in touch, Cuddle. I
To
really
come
liked
around
what you're making.
And I mean, I've made so many like good friends in the like crypto space and in this community. All I want to do is like give back.
Very cool. That's awesome, man. And yeah, cool story about the XRP thing as well. That's I love hearing stories like that. That's awesome. So very cool. And so let's see next. Thank you for coming up and sharing this project with us, Cuddle. Very, very cool project. I really like to see stuff like this.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And then let's see. We got Cricket up next. Cricket, did you want to come up and tell us about the number one sport in the world, number one sport coin? Let's see where.
I'll take that'd be awesome. To have it number one, but actually, as of right now, we sit on number two. I think soccer, football is number one. Yeah,
Oh, there we
yeah.
go.
Hey, Wild, how you guys doing?
Good, man. Good to see you again.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you for having me again up here. Really cool space. Appreciate the stage and opportunity to give us, to let us know, let you guys know what's going on in the cricket world. So yeah, I mean, being the only coin out there about this sport, the possibilities are endless for us, which is what excites us to keep following the journey that we are on about uniting everyone in Web3 from cricketing world in one place. Yeah, and share the love and the joy of the sport. Onboarding normies into crypto, and vice versa, or letting them know how to go about creating generational wealth through cricket coin since you love the sport. So yeah, that's what we're bringing, and we are a rewards token, as you may all know. It distributes Max Token, which has a great story. It was a dog, actually, cyber dog, that was left alone on the blockchain after the relaunch. After the launch, the dev rugged and one of the community that I usually hang out with. It's called Cyberspaces. They actually revived him, adopted him from the blockchain. The market cap was just at 4K, then went up to like 330K from the community efforts and stuff like that. So, yeah, we hang out with this community a lot, and we decided to distribute Max token to our holders instead of Cricket token, which is pretty amazing based off the transaction volume. There is a 3% transfer fee, from which 70% goes to holders in Max tokens, and pretty much distributes 30% to the developer wallet. So it's pretty amazing, which is where we can use the funds from there to revive this project when it comes to marketing expenses and all the other strategies that can be applied to buybacks or adding back into liquidity and stuff like that, which is what we're focusing on right now. So, yeah, and pretty much working on building around the community, adding valuable members into our ecosystem. Also, uh, kind of like collaborating with different tokens that have potential in the future, or kind of like work with different ecosystems at the same time, where we could say like, hey, we like what you're doing, we like your narrative, we would also love to distribute your token to our holders. Maybe it might excite them to look further into your project and kind of like hold the bag. So we also really want to cultivate the hodl mentality, because we are a rewards token. So the longer you hold, the more people buy, the more people transact, the more rewards you will get. And then the utility aspect of it, where we want to tokenize future cricketing events. So we're working on that, which is a work in play, which makes us a utility based token as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We are chasing 2.5 billion cricket fans around the world, 120 plus countries playing that sport. So the possibilities are really endless for us, and is why we really launched this token, because there is no other token about the sport out there. And yeah, let's uh, let's make some passive income through um, the distributions that come through Cricket Con Rewards. Thank you.
Right on. I'm a little confused. So Max is the coin that gets redistributed. What's which Max is it? It's Max on Solana.
Yeah, it's the coin name is called Optimus Dog. Um, they have pretty cool community as well. They do run spaces daily through cyberspaces. It's pretty cool network they have what they do with their trenching and all whatnot. But yeah, Max is the token. It's called Optimus Dog. Um, and yeah, basically, it's a cool entry into that their ecosystem as well, I believe. Or you could do whatever you want to do with your rewards. There's no really um, gun to your head and like, no, you have to hold these rewards forever. No, no, you can sell them as you wish. But yeah, that's the one that gets distributed.
Wow. Huh. Launched on May 4th. And so this is a CTO then. The Max Optimus dog. Huh. And so it was a tweet that the Optimus bot had put out of AI generated image of a dog. Is that what it is? And was that a real
Yeah,
thing?
that's yeah. Basically, what happened with their token, they launched it, went up to like I think 80, $90,000, and then crashed to 4,000. And then this community decided to CTO the token. And I usually hang out in their spaces a lot, so pretty cool what they're doing. So since we distributed Solana, and since we found out that we can actually do custom distributions.
Uh huh.
So it gave us, like an opportunity to kind of like merge with other ecosystems, kind of like see like where it goes. Maybe their holders or some of their community members might become interested in buying cricket tokens. So now, once they bought cricket token, they can earn more max tokens, right? So that's the whole idea behind this other tokenizations. We might look into another token which is also doing amazing. Let's say, for example, Fort Coin. So let's
Mm.
say that, hey, we're doing good, our volume's coming in really good. We also want to distribute Fort Coin to our holders,
Uh huh.
or some other tokens that are doing well. So, I mean, that also opens up doors for us to be able to merge with other communities or invite other communities into Cricket Coin community, and be a win-win situation.
Yeah, and if you hypothetically, you could just set up the redistribution of Fartcoin without permission from the Fartcoin um, community as well. Is that a thing? You could just put the redistribution of any contract address?
Technically, yes, we are in decentralized finance.
Yeah.
I mean, it is our prerogative to pick whoever we want to. Now, I don't know how Fortcoin might think about it. Depends on their mentality, really, to be honest with you, right? Like I said, and it's funny enough that you asked. Just before Max was set up, I actually was back and forth with the distributes dev about making the switch. And the first one I had decided was Bill token, and like I'd let them know, like, hey, I might be doing this. So the one of their guys was like, I don't know how Bill community will benefit from this. I'm like, okay, cool. um, so just to test it, instead of deciding with uh, actually I decided it with Max instead of Bill, because of the response I got. And the dev actually did it with Bill. And then the next day, he corrected it and changed it to Max. But in the interim, I did hear Bill Tim was not happy with me switching to the Bill token, right? So those are the kind of things as well. But at the same time, I mean, you cannot really tell me, uh, or maybe you can tell me directly. It's like, hey, we don't want to associate with your brand. Maybe like that's
Hmm.
really how that sounds like at the same time, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting play field. Someone might say like, hey, you know what? We appreciate what you did, because not it's not just Cricket Coin you're shilling, you're also shilling Max token. Like that gets more eyes on the Max community, right? So it really depends on one's perception, how they want to go about it, how they see collaboration can pan out, or what's in it for them, right? If
Mm-hmm.
maybe we were a bigger brand who has 1,000 buyers or holders or market caps at like 20, 30 million, would they have said what they said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all those things, we're in early stages, so we completely understand. Maybe one day they will be like, "Hey Nick, can you please switch Cricket Coin rewards to Bill Token?" I'll be like, "What's in it for us?" you know.
That's funny. Yeah, that's how it goes. Well, cool, man. Thank you for coming on and talking to us about this project again, and and hearing about the Max redistribution and what that is. That was news to me. So, thank you for telling us about this and sharing it with us. Appreciate you. All right, and so let's see. We got Buffy up next. Buffy. Let's see here.
How's it going?
Oh,
Dick, how we
hey.
doing today?
Hey, good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Wild, I know you're just listening in, but how you doing? It's been a long time. You might not remember me, but I used to be Dirk back in the day. Lamb, same to you. What's up, brother? How you been? I miss the spaces. I gotta start pulling out more. I miss you guys. Just wanted to say hi. Long time no see. And as you can see, I am rocking a new NFT on my PFP, and it is called the Dundies. Um, Beautiful project, man. Really awesome art, fantastic community behind it as well. And that's definitely what I'm going to be showing you guys today. So, to start off, the collection, like I said, is called the Dundies. Um, the entire collection was hand drawn by our artist and founder, Neo. He drew everything with Sharpies, cut all of the individual traits out in paper, and then tossed them into a generator and came up with the 888 collection that is the Dundies. They were originally going to be named the Sharpies, but he happened to be watching an episode of The Office when they did the Dundie Awards and fell in love with the comedy of that episode, and so called them the Dundies. We are in no way sponsored by, related to, or have anything to do with The Office, but that is where the name came from. Project came out in January of this year. At the end of the month, it dropped as a free mint. Minted out, I believe, in 2 days, if I remember correctly. It has been an upward trajectory for the Dundies ever since. We currently have a floor, I believe, of about 6.6 SOL, if I remember correctly. Every Dundee is unique, individual, looks great. If you ask me, there's not one in the collection that I wouldn't rock as a PFP. But it's just a group of guys that all have same kind of mentality. But let me be clear, men and women, everyone is welcome as a Dundee. It's just a collection of people that have a common goal, common mindset, and a mature mind. We all have no problem with conversing with each other. If you got a different opinion than someone else, no one's going to give you flack about it. We might debate it, but we're going to sit here and talk to you like an adult and have a real conversation. At the end of the day, we all know that we're here for the Dundies, and that's what we're trying to do. So definitely a beautiful collection. Definitely something that I recommend everybody take a look at if you have any interest in Solana NFTs. I'm going to go ahead, if it's cool, Tick, and post something in the Jumbotron because we are currently running a Dundee Dapple, trying to get someone a chance to get themselves a nice coveted Dundee at a low entry price. It's currently running for 0.1 SOL, and you can do a total of 3 entries per wallet, and you have a chance to win a red-pilled crown, smoking a blunt with a green little hoodie on. Beautiful NFT, and if you have any interest in it at all, go ahead and get yourself a raffle ticket because they're going quick and it's not going to be open for too much longer.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, I love the artwork, man. That's what, kind of caught my eye and made me curious. I came into your guys' space and when I was asking, what's this all about? Because I'd been seeing it on my timeline, and that like method, the cutout Sharpie thing, like that's what it looked like to me. It was apparent, and so hearing that that's actually the way he did it, that's pretty cool. I like that, the hand drawn aspect of it. So.
Yeah, that was what drew me in to begin with. I took a look at the NFT and I saw that, they had this weird layering effect where it just looked like, I've always said there is this thing that I remember, I don't know if anybody knows about this, but there was this thing I used to have as a kid on my fridge that was just like it was the shape of a person, right? And it came with multiple different outfits, and you could just magnetically put the outfits on top of the person and change their outfits. And excuse me. Sorry. The first thing that came to my mind was that. I was like, wow, this looks just like someone took cardboard, cut it out, and put it on top of each other, construction paper, and cut it out and put it on top of each other. And then when I found out that's exactly what he did, I was blown away because I just thought it looked so good, so clean. It was awesome. And obviously the time and effort it took to make the collection was apparent when you learn how it was done. So
yeah, it's kind of
like, for example, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was going to say, it's kind of like that South Park approach, the construction paper thing. That's like how the original South Park episodes were shot, was construction paper that was cut out and then arranged and done like stop motion.
Yeah.
So, similar type of
method, it's definitely got that kind of look. Yeah, it's so like, for example, one of the things I think is really neat is I posted in the pill down below, one of my responses in here is a Dundee that I have that is got a what they call diamond body, and if you look at it closely, you can kind of tell he just took tinfoil and crumpled it all up and made it look cool, and that gave it the diamond looking skin, and it's just really unique, man. I think it's a different. A lot of things you see nowadays are pixel art, and no problem with pixel art, but it's just, it was different, and that was what drew me in. I was like, holy crap, this looks like nothing I've ever seen.
Right.
And then once you start hanging out with us, you're like, oh wow, these guys. That's the NFT is what got me in. Right. What got me interested, and then I met everybody, and I started talking to everybody, and man, I cannot express how much this community means to me. Everybody in here has been beyond welcoming, beyond friendly, respectful. It's just, you can't ask for anything more if you ask me.
Right. Yeah. More importantly than liking the artwork, is the community that's behind it and the people that you're going to be engaging with on a daily basis. It's like, you got to love where you work, you know what I mean? And if you're spending all day in crypto Twitter, hustling, you want to love the people that you're interacting with, and so that's huge.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you notice down in the listeners down there, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Dundies in here right now. So we pull up, we care about what if someone posts something in our chat saying, hey, check this out, blow this up, you can guarantee there's going to be at least 5 or 6 Dundies showing up to support you every time. So definitely a beautiful community, beautiful collection. Can't speak highly enough about it. And if anybody has any questions at all, feel free to write them off.
Yes, that's huge. Yeah, I don't know if anyone wants to chime in. But yeah, one thing it's definitely like a natural progression of the evolution of NFT design and the approach as well, because with the randomization of accessories and their rarity, with that whole dynamic, having something, okay, well, let's have them like hand-drawn elements and then, randomize that. So, watching that evolution is going to be interesting as well, because already we have seen, funny sorts of things or cult-like communities build from just random accessories that are, have a rarity level in an NFT collection. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I feel like that evolution and that technology will just be interesting to see as well. But this was a natural progression that you have that aha moment when you see it. That's like, oh, this was it was only a matter of time before someone came along and did something like this, and so this is like something that it's timeless. It's very timeless, in my opinion, which makes it attractive. But very cool stuff, and I love that you're very bullish on the community as well, and your guys, showing up to support your community in this space and stuff. That's huge. That's how I actually kind of first interacted with you guys, was just hopping in one of your spaces somehow. But yeah, thanks again for joining us and telling us about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, talking real quick about it again, like some of the traits that are fun in this collection, like for example, there's a few different versions of it, but some of the NFTs have a thinking bubble to them, and there's a couple different things in there. There's monkey for I'm aping that. There's smiley faces, frowny faces, Ethereum logo, Bitcoin logo, and like me personally, I know I'm going to regret saying this because as soon as I talk about a trait, everybody blows it up and I can't find it anymore. But I love the thinking bubbles, man. I think they're really cool looking. It adds a little extra layer to the NFT that I think is fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to ask you, Tick, how did you end up finding our space that one day? Just randomly on the feed?
Bro, I'm not I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't know if it was somebody that I network with was in the space. Okay, I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. I really don't know. I'm really not sure.
I think it was just meant to be, if you ask me. I think you kind of just, clicked on X and Dundee's space popped up, and it was like, hey, Tick, you should go here. You should come into this one and hang out with these guys. They're cool.
I had seen it a couple times and I was curious, but yeah, me hopping into random spaces like that's not typical for me, but it's like I randomly had some extra time that day and I was like, oh, I'm going to see, what's going on. And yeah, just kind of randomly happened, but very stoked to be learning about this and do the thinking bubble thing too. Just that's kind of like what I was saying about like seeing something new and original that you don't see. The thinking bubble, I don't think I've seen that. I can't think of a NFT collection where I've seen that.
Oh, hold on. I'll post a couple of them for you because I think they're really nice looking.
Yeah, there's the one with the little dog. There's the one with the Bitcoin logo. A cupcake. An umbrella. I don't get that one. What does the umbrella mean?
The umbrella. I'm trying to get an umbrella. Anyone in the audience has got an umbrella, you come talk to me. I want one so bad. But no, man, I'm glad to hear that you found us organically like that. That's how our entire community has grown. Like I said, we minted out in January of this year, in the beginning of the end of the month. I've been a large part of the community, and when I mean large, I mean I've been actively, really focusing on the community for about probably 3 months now. And to see the growth we've had has just been fantastic in my eyes because it's 100% organic. There is no anyone telling anyone what to do, anyone telling anybody how to do what they want to do. And it's just been getting people that have a common goal, common interest, common mindset to come together. And when they see all those people of the same mindset and everything, it's just real easy to be like, yeah, this is where I want to hang out because, you feel at home. Like it's weird to say, but I feel at home when I'm talking to the Dundees. I spend more time doing that now than I have done anything in the last 3 months, and I have absolutely zero regrets about it.
Very cool.
So happy you came in, man. I'm happy we had a chance to come in here and talk. I'm glad you invited us over here. I appreciate that. I always love talking about the Dundees, and I love having a chance to rekindle with some old Dojo friends of mine like Wild and Lamb out here. So good to talk to you guys. Appreciate you having me up here.
Very cool. Yeah, thank you. And by chance, did you explore that tool that I had sent you? By chance, did you have a chance to play around with that at all?
No, I unfortunately am still a day job person, and I work with my hands. I'm a contractor, so I'm out here doing that right now. But when I get home from this today, I am definitely going to play with it because the way you
Yeah.
talked about it sounds like it's real easy to use, and I'm interested.
Bro, it's just that it's on a whole nother level because, like I said, I'm not trying to sell the product. I don't get anything out of this. It's just I really like the tool, but I've used VO by Vercel, I've used Bolt.new, I've used Lovable, as well as RuCode, Klein, used a Gemini, Claude, OpenAI, all of those in Cursor. So I'm very like well versed in like agentic AI and all of this, and this model it breaks the mold. It's so sick. So I really want to see what you come up with. That's the only reason I ask. So when you get something that you're proud of or whatever, just shoot me a link. I want to see what you come up with. But and let's
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I love to share stuff that I'm working on and whatnot, so I'll definitely send it your way, especially since you were the one that gave me the tool. So
yeah.
how can I not?
Yeah, dude, for sure. I want to see what people come up with, dude. I'm excited to see what I make with it. But yeah, and so yeah, but thanks for shilling the project and teaching us about what the Dundies are, dude. I'm stoked to learn more about all these emerging NFT collections, dude. There's some very bullish ones that coming out constantly, and this community is blowing up on X. The Dundies one definitely. See you guys all over the place. So right on. And then
Well, I
let's see.
appreciate that. That's definitely our mission. And lastly, real quick before I go, I just want to say shout out Cuddles. I minted 2 of your NFTs. I like them. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks a lot, boss. I really appreciate you. Thanks for the support.
You got it. All right, thanks again, man. I appreciate you having me up here. If anybody else has anything else they want to ask about the Dundies, feel free, DM me, message me. Don't matter. I'm an open book. I'll talk to you about anything, anywhere. Don't got to be Dundies. You got having a bad day, you want some comedy, shoot me a text. We'll talk. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you. Cool. So let's see if anyone else wants to come up. Dirk, did you want to come up as well? Or Dirk and Buffy?
So I will
is that,
speak for Dirk real quick. He is sorry, I was gonna say he's a UPS driver, so he may be up and down in the hills, getting a little connection issue. So could be hard for him to have communication, but who knows? Maybe he'll prove me wrong. 100.
All right.
Also, if you ever hear me chime in with a random 100 or thumbs up, we've been doing a little gag where we do audible emojis nowadays, and it's kind of hilarious. I don't know if anybody else finds it funny at all, but whenever someone says something, instead of popping that 100, you just go 100.
That's nice. There you go. That's funny. Cool. I wanted to see what's going on in the market right now because, dude, I woke up to seeing Sui like down big time. That was pretty. I'm like, damn. I've got like laser eyes on Sui right now, and yeah, 359.
Man, anytime I notice like all these conventions come around and they start happening, it just ends up kind of being like a hype train right before, and then I always notice like a pullback in the markets.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has ever noticed that.
Yeah. There's always that pullback. I mean, January 20th. There's so much hype around January 20th, and then I mean, if I could even look it up on. Well, actually, it's not going to look the same on the Sui chart. Let me see BTC.
I mean, I kind of suspect that everything kind of pulls, like the entire market cap kind of pulls back towards that 3.2 trillion mark.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just kind of what I've been observing. Again, not financial advice, but yeah.
106. Yeah, I'm just surprised that it keeps pulling back. I don't know. Yesterday when it was at 107, halfway through the week above the 107 mark, I thought that it would like continue running, or I was hoping it would. So seeing it pull back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of glad it didn't run because I mean, if Bitcoin runs up above that 120K, I mean, that kind of to me that marks the end of the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So the longer we have like discovery and whatnot, the longer we stay in this bull season.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, so let's see. I was looking. January 20th. And then how do I zoom in on this? So yeah, that pullback that happened after January 20th, it was like, damn. It pulled back for a while, man. Like 3 months, right? 3 months of pulling back, basically. So that's it's just crazy seeing Sui though. The sentiment seems so bullish surrounding it, and the fact that the price can't like break past the 375 mark it's wild, man.
Yeah, I mean, I heard you guys talking about the what they were planning to do with their hack, with everything that happened with the hack. I mean, I'm on the sideline now, just watching Sui after the hack and everything. I was in early, really early. But I mean, the same thing. Like, I kind of remember like something. I guess Solana didn't get hacked, but they were having a bunch of like issues. What, a few years ago on their chain, a lot of like breakdowns and stuff. And I kind of sat on the side for that, and then hopped back in, and then Solana blew up right after. And I'm kind of wondering if Sui is gonna have like the same type of like motion.
If it's gonna keep pulling back, like back to like the 250 mark.
If it's just gonna like pull back a little bit from this hack, and then all of a sudden have like a Solana moment where it just flies.
Yeah.
So Solana was at $8. I mean, a year and a half ago, and then prior to that, they were having a bunch of crashes on their network that I had been noticing, and then all of a sudden, yeah, we're sitting at like $150 to $250 Solana.
Yeah, man, that whole progression. I don't know if I see the same thing happening for Sui because of the meme coin, the whole pump fun craze I feel like did so much for Solana because all of a sudden then everything was on Solana. Like if you're talking about a meme coin, you were no longer talking about Ethereum. It was now Solana. So it was like naturally the volume of Solana just increased, tons because every day more and more coins.
I mean, it's insane to see the volume that Solana has in the meme and NFT space, and I've been watching it. It's a little too wild for me, to be honest, but I'm watching. I hop in and out every now and then if I see something that has good conviction.
Yeah, man. I'll panic buy too because I'll hear something that I'm like, oh, this is gonna be the next 100x runner, and that never pans out anymore. It's been a while since I've had one of those pan out, so I don't even I don't really like to gamble too much in general, and that's kind of, and Solana has just slowly become so, I don't know, man. It's not very attractive to me. I don't see a whole lot on there for a while now. Every time I like pop in onto like the deck screener or whatever to see what's going on in the trenches, it's like nothing, dude. All the memes just suck now too. I haven't seen like a good meme coin in a minute. Like the whole Solana.
Yeah, man, I don't think I've held on to anything in Solana for a long time. I feel like everything that I put into Solana, it's either 30 seconds to 30 minutes on the play.
Yeah.
And then after that, everything just gets cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. So that's very bearish for
I got
crypto.
into Rich Ducks on XRP. It was I don't know if you guys know Bagman, XRP Bags, but he dropped a Rich Ducks 4, 5, 6 years ago, and I've been accumulating RDC, and RDC hit a floor this year. A really, really low floor, and then all of a sudden the last 2 days it just popped, and it popped up over 200%, and I've just accumulated these coins over time, and it's up over 200%. I took some profits on it, and I was like, wow, that was a great payout for something that I didn't expect anything from, to be honest.
Wow. Which one is that? I want to pull it up to see which one it is. You said
It's
RDC?
XRP Bags, yeah, RDC.
XR. Oh, is this? I wonder if
Yeah,
this is
I
it.
shielded a little bit, but the Bagman, I mean, I've been following. He's the reason why I got into like crypto. One of the reasons why I got into crypto and XRP. So stuck with him, and like I said, I was surprised when I woke up and I was like, wow,
What do you think
it's a
about
nice
what
change.
what about fuzzy XRP? What do you think about that?
I was skeptical on it, but watching what they've been doing with it and the investors in it, I mean, you should be hyped on it. I always wait for low entries and dips before I get into anything. I've been considering getting into fuzzy. I've been considering just buying a fuzzy NFT to be honest with you, but I wait for dips. I'm a sniper, so
Yeah, I can't remember when I was told about fuzzy. I feel like it was a month and a half ago that I first learned about it, and just I mean I faded it because um, I don't have anything on
yeah, I
it.
wasn't sure if it was just gonna be like a scam project to the bearable bear or whatever, but no, they came out and they crushed it. Their team's doing a good job. They have a lot of strong holders. They have people buying up these NFTs like crazy in the hundreds and holding on to them. I think like one of the biggest investors in like XRP, he's been stacking up. So I kind of just like watch where the whales go and watch
Right.
what these accounts do. I wallet track and everything too. I'm that guy, nerd out.
Yeah. What do you track on? What do you use to track wallets?
For XRP, I use BitHump.
Mm.
Um, and then I guess just like yeah, whatever like ETHScan or whatever's out there,
Yeah,
whatever's available
there's
for
one
each
that's
blockchain.
called like coin something, and so sometimes when I'm like checking a high like PNL wallet, I'll do a quick Google search, and it's like coin something, and there's some wallets I actually just have plugged the public addresses into my Phantom, and for a while I was just watching a few dozen wallets like that, like people that just large whale accounts to see what kind of moves they did, what kind of like early things were like, you see, 20 million tokens pop up in a coin that you've never heard of that just got like created in one of these wallets. And sometimes it can be like a bullish indicator, and sometimes it can go the other way too. I've had it go both ways. I thought that I found a cheat code early on because it was working at first, and then I ended up getting wrecked pretty bad doing that.
Yeah, I mean everybody's getting smarter. Everyone has multiple wallets. People aren't transferring from the one same wallet into 10 different projects anymore, so it's definitely gets more difficult, but that's kind of why I steer away from memes for the most part. But I don't say that I'm not in them completely because I do hop in every now and then, and I mean I make my plays when I do, but I'm very frugal when it comes to it.
What's the last play you made on Solana?
Oh man, what was the last play I made on Solana? Geez, this is months ago, a couple months ago. I don't know. I'd have to honestly open up my Phantom and look.
Did you get any
Maybe
of
like
the
Coke or
Kanye?
something like that.
Oh,
What's up?
you didn't get any of the Kanye coins?
No, no.
Dude, the Kanye thing was okay. I saw the sentiment around it, and I was like, oh, this is gonna go crazy, and it
I
did.
launched on Trump when Trump launched. I mean, I pulled probably like 10 or 15,000 on Trump, so that was fun
Wow.
in like 30 minutes.
Whoa, that's crazy. You got in super early. You sniped that one.
Yeah, I sniped that one. One of my cousins, he's like a really big TikTok influencer, so he has friends like everywhere. And he hit me up that night and was like, "Jump on it, jump on it." He's like, "We're all hopping in right now. We're all hopping in right now." And I was like, "All right." I mean, he walked away with like 70K on it. It was crazy.
Where was it at? The entry?
I mean, we entered in the dollars, I want to say, and we ended up selling out at somewhere between like 70 and 80 or something like that.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that was probably the biggest play I made on Sol was the Trump.
Hmm.
And
Let's see.
then
I,
what did
I,
we try to hop after that? I think Millennia or whatever. We
oh
tried
yeah, that was a
hopping in there.
bust.
Yeah, I mean we made like a couple $100, but it wasn't nothing to brag about.
Let's see. I do have one person that wants to come up on stage. Let's see. Bag Season. I don't. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and approve this. Let me see. How did that
Hey
work?
y'all.
How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good, just hanging out. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good. You got a project you want to talk about?
Yeah, I don't want to chill if you don't want me to. I'm happy to talk about it otherwise.
No, I want to hear what's hot right now, man.
Listen, bags are the hottest thing happening on Soul right now. So far we've had 5 mints. It's a pretty big deal.
Ooh. 5?
No, but for real, we've dropped a lot of projects on Sui before. This is something we're trying out on Soul. So I'm coming in just because the only people that have responded to our posts on on the Bags Twitter kind of been like the bot influence or the bot people that want you to like pay them to promote it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find like real people in Soul now. So that's what's going on.
Wow. Cool. So it's a meme collection that is on Solana blockchain.
Yeah. Some people call it a meme. Other people call it, game changing. There is no utility. It's a bunch of bags. There's 333 of them in season 1. So who knows? Maybe there'll be, as many seasons as like the Friends TV show, and season 1 will be like the special collection.
Right.
That's what everyone's talking about.
5 out of 333 minted.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. We launched a couple hours ago trying to find the real people in Soul. But look, we got plain bags, we got emo bags, we got robot bags. I think we got all
Bruh.
types of bags here.
I like the website's actually pretty fire too.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Did you do this?
Yeah, no, I'm a very talented developer. Yeah.
The website's sick. I like it.
Thanks, my dude.
Um,
Bags.zone for any of y'all out there that are wanting to check it out.
Yeah. I'm
Is that the
curious.
only place to mint? I'm also looking right now.
Yeah, you can only mint on Bags.zone.
Okay.
What
What'd you just call me? No, I'm just kidding.
What did you make the what did you create the website with?
Just React and Tailwind.
Oh, and did you use Cursor or?
Yeah, I'm a Cursor guy, big
Okay.
Cursor fan.
Did you use RuCode or Klein or?
No, I don't even know what those are. No, I'm an engineer, and I mean Cursor has like improved my workflow by like 10x or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, big fan of the space. Like I said, I built a bunch of projects in like the Sui ecosystem, and
Yeah.
the Soul has like 10 times the volume, so it's hard to not, hard to ignore or whatever.
Yeah.
But so there's like an exploratory project here to see like if I can get some traction on the Soul blockchain.
On the DGen blockchain. And so you've actually worked on some projects on Sui as well?
Yeah, I can't for various reasons talk about those just right now.
Okay.
So this is a non-drop for the time being.
Interesting. Cool, man. No, I really like the website. And RuCode and Klein, they're extensions for Cursor that allow you to do like AI agent calls inside of Cursor
cool.
app, which is very helpful.
Oh, that's dope. I'll have to check this out.
Yeah, RuCode is astonishing. It can call various models. You can call Claude or OpenAI or Gemini, or use OpenRouter to call any agentic model, and building stuff with it is just crazy fast. It really expedites your workflow. But cool, man. This bag season. And then swag token. So bags holders will earn our utility token swag, which has no utility whatsoever except to dump on the next sucker. It's a perfect token for modern crypto ecosystem. So it's kind of like a Ponzi.
It's a transparent Ponzi.
Yeah, right.
We have zero roadmap except for useless things we're going to drop on people who want to buy it.
Yeah. Well, in sexy tokenomics of 69% locked for 420 or 4.20 seconds. So you got a 420 and a 69 in there. Staking
dude,
rewards 42,069% for the first 69
yeah,
minutes
dude.
only.
For the first 69 minutes. Yeah, we're the people are saying it's the next Bitcoin, bags and swag token.
Hey, is that staking? Uh, oh no, if the APY is 42,000% for 69 minutes, then
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do that
Yeah,
math in my
yeah.
head.
I
How
haven't
much?
figured it out yet, I'm sure.
If it's
You know?
do you already have that? Do you already have that plugged into the code? Those numbers.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
The swag token's just an idea, right? We got to sell more than
Oh.
5 bags for me to build swag token, you know.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Damn.
We'll
Well,
see. We sell out these bags, and who knows what might happen.
very sick. And so, and then, so you are you the founder of, or are you on the development team? What's your
Yeah, yeah. I'm the founder and intern at Bags right now.
sick? And then you have a couple other people working with you, right? Or oh no,
Yeah, that's what we say
Bagatron
on the
is
website at least. Yeah.
okay. I see you have an AI agent, and okay, cool. Very sick,
Yeah.
man. Very sick.
Cool. Buy a bag, support the developer community, et cetera, et cetera. Buy local,
So you
et
don't
cetera.
yeah, it's farm direct. You don't have
Yeah,
farm to
back to table.
table, farm to
Yeah.
Oh shit. Cool. And then so there isn't a token that has been launched yet though.
I mean, I threw one up on Pump.Fun this morning just for
Oh,
the hell of it to try to do to try to
what's the
see if
ticker?
somebody that was not it was just bags. So that's very unofficial bags drop on Pump.Fun. I think I'm the only holder of it at this point, so no big deal. But hey, if your listeners want to follow me, I only have followers that are messaging me saying, "Hey, let me help promote your coin" or whatever. Those like
Yeah.
bots. So like,
Yeah.
would love some real people following. It'd be nice to start, building a
Yes.
bag community here.
Yeah, brother, that's what we do here is that we, try to help people build communities. And so yeah, if you want to throw it up on the Jumbo, Bags is live 3 hours ago. So can I share? How do I share this to space? I'm gonna go ahead. I'll share your ooh, what's this? We made a coin for the NFT. Okay, this guy. Share to space. This is cool. There we go, man. And then yeah, everyone listening, shoot your boy Bag Zone a follow and help grow their NFT collection.
Thanks,
So
my
we
dude. Appreciate it. What are you doing? Are you building stuff or what?
right now
You build stuff? Yeah.
right now I I have a couple little things I've been working on, and dude, some of it's just been, sometimes things can be discouraging because like I'll have like an idea and I'm like, oh, this would be so cool, I want to like invent this, and then like along the way, like learning about like how like the API calls and like how expensive they can be, and then how difficult working around them can be, and trying to figure out other ways, because I want to be able to fetch live data from different markets and stuff like that. Let's say Solana market and stuff like that, and doing the API calls and getting that all to work the way I wanted it to. It's been a difficult road, but like, are you familiar with Asset Dash Whale Watch or anything?
No, what's that?
Asset Dash Whale Watch is just, I mean, it's now it's cooked because I feel like it's kind of like the well has been poisoned. But it's basically you go on Asset Dash, and then they have the Discover mode where you click on the Discover tab, and then they have the Whale Watch where you can watch. There's the AI16 Z Whale, there's the Fartcoin Whale, and these are basically whale wallets that it had huge PNLs, and so it's a wallet
cool.
tracker, and then it shows you basically like new buys that they're making, but it's almost like I don't know how to explain it. It's like seldom do I see something in here that's actually like a fire ticker that's going to be a runner that's not going to have like a lot of snipers already sucking all the liquidity out of it. So it's
Yeah.
still trenching very hard. But the technology seems like a great idea, and so I kind of had some ideas as to like different ways to track like PNL and monitor wallets, and then look for like new, basically like low market cap gem finder, but using like a different like kind of like algorithms and strategy to determine which ones actually might be a hot pick, and like
Yeah, pretty sick.
filter out the noise and the stuff that's obviously the traps, because you see those as well, the rugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I found like a Yeezy coin, like dude, it was like at like 16K or something, and that one ended up going to like 160 million or something insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, I had woke up like it was one of those things too, dude, where it was like magic, where I was holding like a small amount, I don't know, dude, like maybe it was maybe it was $200, and but I went to sleep, woke up at in the middle of the night, and it had like hit like a 10x or whatever, and so I pressed sell right away, and so that was cool.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
But that was just that was like one fun experience on Solana. I've had that happen a few times, but like on here I've definitely shared about it, that it's like I've gotten wrecked so bad on Solana, because like I'd have like 100x or a 10x, have it happen a few times, and you get like super cocky, and then you start making bigger bets, and then you just get rugged really bad, and you can lose a lot of money so quickly on Solana.
Crazy.
So,
Dude, it's so interesting. Solana, so Sui and Solana are very different in that, like, Sui is, I really enjoy building on Sui just because of the developer tooling and stuff. Like, the language is a lot more, I think, nice. But it could also just be I'm unfamiliar with Sol, so I'm like starting to learn it or whatever. But the opportunity on Sol is just like so much higher. It's hard to justify building on Sui. It's like literally, if you look at like, to get the same amount of volume on an NFT, you'd have to be like the number one NFT to match like the 25th top NFT on Sol or whatever. But
yeah.
obviously, it's like a lot more competition on Sol too. But it's just like definitely seems to be like where the action's happening right now. Also had a lot of blowback. I did a couple things on Sui that like weren't super serious, and had a lot of blowback on there where they're like looking for serious projects and stuff, which is like I don't know, not the fun part of crypto in my opinion. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the whole Sui thing, it's like, for me, Sui wasn't even on my radar until like a month ago or something. Like, I mean, it was a year ago, before the whole like Trump coin thing. I was looking at Sui, and because it seemed like it was performing well, and I didn't really know much about it. But then as I got into Solana and meme coins and stuff, I basically got rid of all my Sui just to degen, and did that for a while. And then it wasn't until I met Wilder, and then she brought up Sui and kind of like started selling me on it, that I started realizing, I'm like, oh damn, so people are starting to realize that Sui is better for a number of different reasons. But I don't know how long it's going to take people to catch up to that or realize that, or because there's a lot of development that's happening on Sui now. Like, a lot of developers are turning to Sui, but the thing also now with Monad being developed, I'm not sure if Sui is going to get like skipped over with the development of Monad, and everyone's going to go over to Monad because of there's just going to be more like volume there. Maybe, I'm not sure. Have you looked at Monad at all?
No, I haven't looked at Monad. What's Monad like?
Bro, you should definitely look at Monad. It's so it's EVM with parallel scaling. Can handle 10,000 transactions per second, 100% EVM compatible. Nearly zero gas fees, 0.5 second block times, 1 second single slot finality. Let me see. So low hardware requirements. work and play with what you've got. Redesigning the EVM. So let's see. Monad is a redesign of both the consensus and execution systems of Ethereum that preserves the compatibility for EVM smart contracts and Ethereum's RPC API. Let's see, optimistic parallel execution. Monad employs optimistic parallel execution, executing transactions in parallel before previous ones are completed. Results are committed in the original order and checked against the current state to ensure accuracy. Besides all the techie stuff, if you go on, let me see. So they have Monad Madness, the EVM Hackathon, Mock Accelerator. But if you scroll down, then you go to like, I guess I gotta go to Join Testnet. You go to Join Testnet. They have a list of the developers and the apps that are being developed on Monad, and it's outstanding. There's like a lot of work that's being done on there, and a lot of notable people as well. And so I found out about it through Wilder, but Wilder was telling me that people in her communities, that's how she's heard about it through the grapevine, basically. And so kind of like looking at that network and what they're doing. So let me see, not the developer portal, I don't think, is it? So yeah, if I go down infrastructure and tooling, the full list of apps and infrastructure, please see the Monad ecosystem directory. And so yeah, Phantom has Monad listed like natively in there already. Wormholes on there, Pyth, Chainlink, a number of other ones as well, Privy. And then, it goes into why build on Monad. So yeah, it's like kind of like one of those things, the more that I've explored it, like the deeper the rabbit hole gets, and it's like all of a sudden you start realizing that it's like a very large thing that's still on testnet. So as opposed to like so as opposed to like Sui, they already have like launching platforms. So if you go on LFJ, so it's pandaria.lfj.gg, and so it's a whole like token launching thing, kind of like similar to Pump Fun. And so they already have like a whole ecosystem of meme coins that you can trade with the testnet tokens. You get the tokens by going onto the Monad faucet. So every 6 hours, you have to have an Ethereum wallet that has at least 3 transactions on it. And you have to be holding at least 0.03 Ethereum. So it's like $80 that you have to be holding, but it's just to prevent people from bots from just like milking tokens all day. So it's basically like a KYC. So you just milk the tokens. And so every 6 hours you can get tokens, and then you can also buy NFTs. So if you go on like Magic Eden, I'll pull it up on the screen right now. They have the Monad testnet terminal where you can like mint NFTs for free. So for yourself, this could be something you may want for your project to get on the testnet. You can just go ahead and like create a collection, and have it on the Monad testnet, and people can buy your collection with fake or testnet tokens. Fake money.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder if they'll do an airdrop for the testnet holders.
That's why we are very like bullish on it. Is because we're using all of the testnet functionality. They have different platforms that you can swap on. There's the Atlantis. Let me see, Atlantis Dex. So the Atlantis Dex has NFTs, and you can do swaps on there. You can also stake your Monad tokens on there, and so that's basically you're just testing the testnet by doing this. But Wilder was letting me know that usually they reward users for testing the testnet with airdrops on the mainnet. So
that's interesting.
Ideally, that's some alpha for you. Is the whole monad.xyz. Do your own research. I mean, with this, you don't have anything to lose except your time. And so it's like, cool. It's like kind of, and it's good to be early, man. Like it's important in crypto to be early on these sorts of things, because then you can get in at like a really, you know, unbelievable entry, and kind of enjoy the fruits of being early, you know.
Yeah, super interesting. Yo, Tick, I gotta go soon, but send me your Soul address. I'll send you a bag, my dude.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Absolutely, very cool. There, I gotta. Awesome. Cool. And then let me see. This is. God, dude, X is so glitchy sometimes, I swear. It's so bad. Oh, there we go. Cool. And then, yeah, this is... There we go. This is Solana.
I'm gonna send you a top tier bag, Tick.
Cool. Just ultra rare, ultra exclusive, mint or get wrecked. I'm gonna go ahead and mint some as well. Let me see. What is the flora? Or what's the mint price again?
0.333.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, ape in. Oh, shoot. So, if you think it's incorrect, so the only place that you can mint is on your website then?
Yeah, is there are people hesitant to do that or something? Like,
Well, yeah, because the thing is that when you connect, so let's see. Mint now. When you click mint now, there's a requests blocked thing for Phantom. This D app could be malicious. Do not proceed unless you are certain this is safe. If you think this is incorrect, reach out at review@phantom.com.
what is it? Hold on, I want to see that too. I haven't seen that.
I just actually, not to chime in, but I just posted in the pill the image that he was talking about, because I did the same thing. I went to go mint one and I got this response, and I was like, uh-oh.
Fucking Phantom. Hold on 1 second. Request block the DApp could be malicious. What the fuck? God damn it. I didn't see. I mean, to be transparent, I minted those 5 last night. So those 5 are me, but these, I did not see this error last night. So annoying. Huh. All right. Well, I understand the hesitancy. I'm gonna send you one anyway, Tick, and then I'm gonna. How do I list it somewhere else for people to be able to mint somewhere else?
Go to Magic Eden. So Magic Eden's great. You can. I'm pulling it up on the live stream right now. Cool. I just want to make sure. So you go on there and then you go to mint, or no, you go to create. So Magic Eden, and at the top where it says create, and then you do create NFT collection. And then let's see.
That's just ETH, right? You can't do Soul on there.
Let me see.
No, you can do Soul on Magic Eden, absolutely.
I mean,
that's where we're on too.
Create Soul, can you? Create Soul collections. I mean, you can do like a single edition ERC 1155 or 721, or an EVM wallet.
Let's see. You could do so on Magic Eden. You could do Monad, Base, Ethereum, Avalanche, Arbitrum, but I don't see Solana on Magic Eden. That's I didn't know. So maybe you can't do Solana NFTs on Magic Eden, but you can do it on TensorTrade. So you go tensor.trade.
But are these can you do this for NFTs that haven't been minted yet? Like, you know what I mean? Like for new NFTs, or just ones that have been minted you can trade? Like I listed one of the stupid things on on Tensor Trade, but that's like after I.
Oh, that's after
it.
you minted it, right? That's for trading the collection. Let me see. That's a good question.
And that's another thing that like Sui has some pretty established like launch pads or whatever for NFTs to get around this. But even when I did that last time, like people were like, "Oh, like why can't I mint on your site?" So 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 I built this whole stupid thing. I'm gonna reach out to Phantom.
Let's see. Magic Eden says, let me see. It said something. Yes, you can mint on Solana. So I'm wondering what
I think they have a launch pad, but you have to like DM somebody or something to get it.
that would be crazy. What? Okay, yes, it's possible to mint NFTs on Solana. This blockchain, known more for speed and low fees, is also a popular choice, as it is possible to deploy NFTs even with no code. Don't forget to get some Sol, as you'll have to pay for the minting process's fees in this token. What? Okay, so if I go to mint NFTs, mint terminal, and I am not seeing... Let me see, create NFT drop, create new collection, and then EVM chain, and then Solana is not on that list. There's Polygon, BNB, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Monad, Base, Ethereum. That is so bizarre. Huh. All right, I got to figure this out now. Oh, right here it says that you can do it on Magic Eden's launchpad. What the? That's. What about solc.io? So solc.io. Let's see what this is all about. Come on. All right, so this one right here, solc.io, Solana NFT marketplace. Create your NFT today. Embed licenses and unlockable content. Stake art to unlock 0% fees and more. Enjoy attractive trading fees. Get real-time mints powered by on-chain data. Exceptional creators. And then... launch and monetize your AI agents and tools all without code. Join waitlist now. Ooh, that's bullish. I'm going to look into that in my free time. Early access to AI agent launching. That's sick. So if I go here to create, Solc, we're happy to have you. If you don't have a profile, create it. And then frequently asked questions. I wanted to see if it says anything about... Yeah, maybe Solc might be an option. Activity, explore, launch, apply. Application for Solc Launchpad. Okay. This looks like an application, though, to launch your collection. This is kind of wild. You might want to look into solc.io. I'm really not sure about the Solana minting. When I asked ChatGPT, it says Magic Eden Launchpad is one option. Oh, it says you apply, get approved, and they help you launch. Oh, so maybe that's what you're referring to, saying that you have to like DM them or whatever. Maybe it's a similar process where you have to apply. If you go on magiceden.io/launchpad, Sol Gladiators. So deploy your Sol Gladiators before your fellow comrades deploy. This is on the Solana blockchain. Oh, on Base. That's weird. That's confusing. But yeah, this Sol Gladiators collection that's on Magic Eden is on Solana. Huh. So I don't know, for whatever that's worth. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing the option to mint on Solana. I'm really not sure why that is. Create NFT. But anywho, yeah, I'm at kind of like a dead end with that. So let's see. Anyway, and let's see, how are we doing in
B.
That's awesome.
I like it. It would give me a chance to get me a bag. Tell you that.
Yeah, let's do that. Fuck my own contract, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, Wild.
Sorry about that, guys. I got kicked.
Hey, I just saw that there were some connection issues, so I just went back in to see what was going on.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I got Tick back up. Tick, let me know because I gotta, do some other stuff now.
Okay.
But I'll leave the space open. Just TG me.
Okay.
If you're done, right? And I'll close it out for it. Yeah.
Right on.
But thank you. I've been listening in, and very interesting, you guys. I just, Dirk, I see you, my guy. You changed the Buffy Vampire Slayer. But yeah, anything that I didn't get, I will just listen to a recording or just have Tick fill me in if I have some questions. But I got to get running. I'm closing my mic. And then Tick, if you want to close the space out later, just let me know in the TG, right? So I can close it.
Okay, I got you. Cool.
Buffy the NFT Slayer. I'm glad you do remember me, though, Wild. We had some good conversations back in the day, so I'm glad I didn't get lost on you.
I know. No, Wild is like an elephant. I remember.
I know that. I know that's true.
Well, thank you. Is that a compliment? No, I set you up to mess up there. Don't worry.
Strong, elegant, and smart-minded. That's what I think when I think elephant.
Tick, what are your thoughts?
Here we go. Nice save. Okay, guys. Talk to you later.
All right, take it easy. Well, what were you gonna say?
Tick, what are your thoughts on relaunching the stupid collection on launchmynft.io and just linking from our website to there?
It's called launchmynft.io.
Yeah, it's like a launch pad on Sol. I don't know what the most popular launch pad on Sol is.
Be very careful, man. Because I will tell you, I just vet anything. Because I was looking into minting my own NFTs, and so I did a Google search, and it told me that Rarible would be a good option, and so I had clicked on a link for Rarible. However, the URL was actually misspelled. It was with 3 R's instead of 2, and that link that I clicked on was a phishing link. When I connected my wallet, it drained my wallet.
Interesting.
Yes,
but
dude.
God damn it, I can't catch a break over here. I want to find either a launch pad to do. I mean, launchmynft.io I think is a legitimate launch.
Yeah, I would say that's a safe place to do it. I've minted many things off launchmynft.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I guess so I'm literally the only person that's minted so far, so I feel like I might as well just relaunch it and not have to wait for Phantom to get back to me because who knows how long they'll take,
Yeah.
Stupid Phantom.
Yeah, it's that
fucking with the little guy,
So I asked Gemini, launchmynft.io is a web-based platform designed to simplify the creation and launch of non-fungible token collections. Yeah, it looks legit. Okay, and then I just always with these types of things, make sure that the links that you're clicking and the URLs and all that stuff is legit, because when you're connecting your wallet to some of these web applications and stuff, you're kind of putting yourself at risk. So just always, word to the wise, just always be sharp when doing these types of things.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't click any links. I type in the browser everything I do. Links
Yeah.
are the enemy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly, man. Because I clicked on a link, just yeah, and
Yeah, anybody can put whatever they want in the link and then make it say whatever they want when they send it to you. So who knows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm on Launch My NFT right now.
Hey, actually,
so for sure, this seems like a great idea, man. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. So, are you any of you guys, Lamb, Wild, Tick? Any of you guys going to the DD party at NYC?
I won't be able to make it. I'm out here in California, and to fly out there and everything for me, that's just something I can't do right now.
No, I get it. I was just curious if anybody was going to be there.
Yeah, I don't. Wilder, she's got business too. She's really busy with real life work right now and everything, so she isn't able to make it. I don't know about Lamb. Oh, Lamb's just listening right now. He's giving us a thumbs up though. Let's see. Does anyone else want to come up on stage and talk about any projects? What's cracking right now? What do you guys think about GiveRep and Attention Token? Is this just going to go on forever? This carrot that's being dangled in front of us. You've seen it on the timeline, GiveRep.
I've seen it, but I am not well versed in what it is.
It's like a tagging platform that basically incentivizes tagging, GiveRep, and Attention Token, and any of their affiliated loyalty partners. The idea is that you receive tokens airdropped for tagging these different platforms. But the thing is that like this has been going on now for a few weeks, and no one's been paid out yet. So it's like it's interesting because it's like, how much longer is this going to go on before they do anything? And then now I'm seeing the Yapper and the Laudio, Stay Laudio everywhere, like all the larger influencers. Have you seen this as well? The social engagement experiment. Loud is an experiment that explores perpetual incentives for social engagement. What happens when you reward people for talking about a coin? So it's just another approach at shilling, basically. But yeah, this is all like done with the Kato AI thing, which we're still really not sure what the hell the point of any of this is. I've been like looking for an answer. I've been posting on X on these people that are posting about it, and I'm like saying like, what is this? And I'm signed up and registered for it, and I have a profile with like statistics, but I still have no idea what the hell any of it is for. I still have no idea. It seems like it's something. Oh, I have 3 smart followers. So I don't know how I did that, and I don't know what makes them smart. Yeah, man.
What makes them smart is they're following you, Dick, obviously.
Yeah. The blind leading the blind. I have no clue what any of this Kato Yaps stuff is, but it seems like the same sort of partnership thing where there's affiliates, loyalty program. You, let's see, 50K USDT to the top 50 yappers on their Yapper leaderboard in the Chinese region and other languages for Open Ledger HQ. So the reward pool for that is 50,000 US dollars. Claim period upcoming May 16th through June 16th. So this is active right now with Open Ledger. I have no clue what the hell any of this is or what the purpose of it is. And I don't know. I don't understand what yapping is like, but it seems like the same sort of thing. It's like a tagging platform, but it's like, but after seeing what's going on with GiveRep and how they haven't paid anyone out, I'm like, this whole narrative is just very bizarre, and it seems like just a way to burn your Twitter account too. I'm afraid to like participate in too much of any of this because I feel like it's like spammy, like bot like behavior, and it's like, and for this one in particular, like there's this platform, FOMO, this project called FOMO, which I signed up for FOMO because I was curious to see what this is, and it's been super annoying. I don't know if anyone's seen what FOMO is, but it's basically it's a social fi way to basically follow what people are trading. Their logo is like a pair of eyes looking to the side, and so with FOMO, you're basically like wallet tracking, and you have the option to like copy trade, and you see what like the KOLs are buying, and you know what people are aping into, and it's like I don't know, man. It's I've kind of been just watching it from the sidelines to kind of see what that application's all about, you know, because it like the idea behind it seems like a good idea because it's like, oh, that gives, you know, people the opportunity maybe to like get in early on projects that could be emerging. However, that's not how it translates in real life. More like it allows influencers to front run you and then broadcast. It shills the coins that they've already aped into and that they're holding a major position into, that they can use you for exit liquidity after they have enough people, you know, see their advertisement for their token, essentially is all it really looks like to me. But I mean, that could just be a false presumption, but watching it from the sidelines, that kind of seems like all it is, in my humble opinion.
It's a social rug network.
Yeah, bro, but I mean, isn't that what Twitter is for? Like, why do we need one on top of another? Like, they keep layering these SoFi layers on for what?
Well, you don't put hats on when you wear a hat? You don't put a hat on a hat?
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. A lot of it just seems like it doesn't seem sustainable to me. There's like a lot of like cash grab type behaviors at projects that like, well, I don't even understand the purpose of some of them. You know, I've been looking for answers too, and like the more I dig, like the less I learn. I just find myself having more questions about, you know, like, well, if this is what it does, then why do we need that? What problem is this solving? Who is this helping at the end of the day? And what we need less of are tools that are just helping people accumulate exit liquidity, essentially, like broadcasting to the wrong groups of people, because making something seem like attractive, like you know, the next 100x, the next 1000x, like luring people in with that type of stuff, it's like it gives crypto, you know, even more bearish sentiment, because it's like more people end up getting burned, and then more people, you know, get turned off by it completely. But I feel like that is kind of the nature of the beast, though, because that's what makes it so attractive. You know, that 100x, that 1000x is what, you know, everyone I know that's into crypto originally got into it because of that. You know, is because of that volatility, because that potential upside is so great. You know, but at the same time, people tend to top blast, buy at the top after something's already up 300%. And then once it pulls back, they lose their initial investment and they can't figure out why, you know, and it's, and unfortunately, you know, it doesn't matter how smart you are either. I was reading something about how Isaac Newton, he tried his hand at trading, and he ended up losing like his life savings in his 70s trying to do trading in the markets, and because he was buying high and selling low. And so one of the most brilliant men in history he couldn't figure out how to do it. So I don't know. That's just the nature of the beast, I guess. And but yeah, anywho,
if it's good enough to screenshot, it's good enough to take profit. That's what I say.
Ooh, yeah, that's you know, Wilder always says is if you're taking screenshots, that yeah, exactly, you should be selling. Absolutely.
Yep. If you're blowing up, you're like, oh, I gotta tell everybody about this. You should just tell everybody with the bag in your wallet instead of screenshotting it and showing it to me.
Yeah. What? Let's see. What is this? So, Sir Isaac Newton was involved in stock trading, particularly in the South Sea Company during the South Sea bubble of the 18th century, which to me is kind of remarkable because I didn't know that stock trading existed like in this form, like way back in the 1800s. But let's see. So Newton initially invested in the South Sea Company and profited by selling shares early, recognizing the market's speculative nature. Re-entry and losses. Later, Newton re-entered the market at inflated prices near the peak of the market. The bubble burst, causing the stock price to crash, resulting in financial losses for Newton's. So, and from what I understand, he was like in his 70s. So it was like his like life savings, like he had been, you know, like working all his life. And what is this, 26,000 pounds, which in the 1800s, I'm sure was like millions of dollars. And he ended up like losing his life savings in the stock market because he bought at inflated prices and, sold for a loss, man. And I've heard a lot of stories of people doing this as well. I know that one of my dad's personal friends, he had accumulated $750,000 in Bitcoin. This was back before COVID. And when the price of it had dipped, he sold for a loss of like 75%. He was down like 75% and he sold. And so he ended up, basically losing like $500,000 because he sold at the bottom, and hearing that story has just always kind of like resonated with me because you got to remember like that, there's cycles to the market, and I don't know. It doesn't matter how down bad you are. You have to remain liquid so that, you don't find yourself in a desperate situation where you're selling at a loss like that. That's the only like takeaway that I have from that type of story is that, that there's a bigger picture, and that, to give things time. But I can't even imagine how that feels, man. I've heard a lot of stories of people losing lots of money doing, top blasting and then having to sell at a loss. And it's turned a lot of people off from crypto. It happened with the Trump coin and the one that happened right after that one. It was the... I'm not going to be able to find it right now. But right after that, there was a couple of them. It was the Argentinian country coin. Which one was that? The Libra coin. So
that goes to show you that intelligence is masked and leveled in different ways. Nikola Tesla, obviously one of the smartest people we've ever. Or Isaac Newton. Sorry, I mixed up my geniuses.
Yeah.
Obviously, I am not one of them. But Isaac Newton, clearly a very intelligent man, but couldn't do the stock market because he didn't get it. And it just shows you that intelligence comes in many different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, and and we're all guilty of that too because of that human like instinct for that appeal that appeal that makes us want to panic buy. I love that term, panic buy, because that I've found myself like in the, I don't know, a year ago or whatever, when I was like degenning heavily into this Solana thing, there's constantly things that I find that I thought, this is the next 1000x runner, and, being in a panic to buy, I couldn't buy it fast enough. Because it's running and I'm trying to get in, at the earliest point, and sometimes it would dip way lower after that initial pump. More often than not, it would dip below that price afterwards, and I'd, and there's that feeling foolish because it's like, why did I rush into this? Thinking that was such a good price, and I didn't kind of like look at where the market cap was in the grand scheme of things, and like all of the other indicators that could let me know which direction this project is actually heading, and sometimes I got super lucky with ones that like I had no faith in, no confidence in, and randomly was just messing around, showing somebody how meme coins work and put $14 into something, and then look at it a few hours later and it was up to like $1,400, you know, hitting a 100x on on something that I just did mindlessly. Like you do that a couple times and then maybe like you get like a false sense of confidence where you're like, oh shit, I'll just put, you know, $200 down on my next bet and see if that one does 100x too. And you know, that's not going to happen. Testing your luck in the Solana trenches, man. But yeah, it was so much fun. It was a lot of fun, but yeah, it seems like that whole era is dead. It's like long gone. And now everyone's kind of diverted their attention to these new narratives, man. It's always something else. And the give rep thing is like the newest one that I'm just seeing freaking everywhere on my timeline. And I have no idea if it's even going to be anything at all. Dude, it was like a month ago, somebody joined us in here on what's the ticker? I can't remember who it was. But they were telling us about this project called Something. And he's like, yeah, man, it's something. He's like, I don't know. He's like, I've been hearing about it for a couple months now. And so we got the contract address and we all got like a little bag. I think we all knew not to buy more than like, you know, $10, $15 worth or something, but just to see what it did. And it rugged immediately, you know, like on air as we were talking about it, it rugged. And so that mystery box appeal to crypto is something that like that's definitely a pitfall, man. And you know, in that series Squid Game, it kind of like reminds me of that, the whole the opportunity for like a larger prize. Like what are you willing to risk for like that mystery prize that's that, you know, it can still do a 10x, you know. And we're willing to wreck ourselves, shit on ourselves for that. And, you know, the market does not reward greediness. That's the one thing that like really resonates with me that I've heard, that this market does not reward greediness. So when you hear people aping like, you know, $1 million into the Libra coin because the Argentinian president advocates that this is going to be the next big thing, people lost like millions of dollars during that whole thing. Yeah, $4.5 billion Libra meme coin. That thing was so interesting. So 7 p.m. Libra launches on Meteora, a Solana-based decentralized exchange. Let's see, 7:01. Milei tweets, or however you pronounce his name, he's the Argentinian president, tweets about the Solana contract address for Libra, according to Galaxy. The president says the meme coin is linked to a project that would focus on encouraging the growth of the Argentine economy, funding small businesses, and Argentina ventures. The next hour is a whirlwind. More than 44,000 wallet addresses buy in, pushing the token's market value to 4.5 billion. A massive wave. So that was at 7:01 to 8:01. So 44,000 wallet addresses pushed the value to 4.5 billion. At 10:45 p.m., a massive wave of sell-offs tanks the price more than 97%. So, and then a couple hours later, Milei deletes the promotional tweet, claiming the ignorance of the project's underpinnings. I wasn't aware of the project's details, and after I was made aware, I decided to stop sharing it, which is why I deleted the tweet, writes Milei. He ends the post with a stab at the political opposition, calls them filthy rats of the castle. So yeah, man, I know that there was some things on my timeline that I saw, people that got heavily screwed by that Libra token. And, you know, one of them was somebody that they claimed that they had $3 million in their wallet, and now they were left with they were left with 500,000 because they had basically risked like 2.5 million on the Libra coin. And, you know, a lot of the comments on that's where I saw that one comment, that, you know, how could somebody that had been doing this for a few years, that had accumulated a couple a few $1 million, how could they be so stupid to make such a dumb move in a market that doesn't reward greediness? So, the takeaway from that is either one, it was fake. The person may have just made that just for clout, but the other side of it is that, you can't believe anything that you see or read when it comes to these things. You have to do your own research. That's what it really comes down to. It like, that's the only advice I could give to anyone on here is do your own research, because when it comes to all of these projects, it's really easy to talk about anything and make it sound good, but what it really comes down to is, what is the sentiment about this project? Because that's what it's going to be worth at the end of the day, is how people feel about it. And, one analogy I've heard is that, if I go around saying that, like, I'm the king of France, like, I'm not the king of France because, it's not true, and nobody believes that to be true. But let's say that everybody in France believes that I'm the king of France. Well, then, yeah, I'm the king of France, because that's what the sentiment is. That's what everyone believes, and inadvertently I would actually be the king of France then, because that's what everyone there believes, and everyone's going to listen to me. And crypto I heard that analogy, and crypto kind of works the same way, that, the value of any of it is only determined by what people associate to it. And on the other side of things, with Bitcoin being digital gold, this digital asset, the reason that it has value is because just to mine one Bitcoin, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of money and resources to mine one Bitcoin. So we associate this value to it, because if I was to go ahead and actually try to make a Bitcoin right now, it would cost me, I've heard it's somewhere in the ballpark, at least 50 grand, at least. And that's basically like the overhead if you like already have the infrastructure to do it. So, that's where, there's people that if you're not crypto native, or, people that are like new to crypto, and they have like a hard time like understanding, like, why is it that, that Bitcoin's worth over $100,000? It's not just like the rarity, like the Pokemon rarity aspect of it, but it's actually, that it's an asset, because to produce one, it requires so much work and resources, so there is that side of it as well.
My guy Tick.
Yes.
Just wanted to announce, I have to jump, like, literally, I've been rushing to get this done because I have to jump like now. But just launched bags on launchmynft.io and updated the website. So if you go there now, there's no more proprietary minting. It'll just link you on over to launchmynft. So, big news in the bags world right now.
Okay. So
let's go get in the bag,
bro. Yes, dude, you threw this together.
Dude, am I the fastest dev on Sol or what?
Yeah. Mad props for that. By the way, I didn't send you. Oh no, you don't need that tool. I was gonna say there's the website creation tool that I was sending to these guys, but your website's
dude,
already
I'm coding
so fire.
while I sleep. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, this is super fire.
Well, I sent you one of the stupid bags that we've now deprecated, so you'll have a real collector's item on your hand when bags takes off.
Oh, that's in my Solana wallet.
It'll be in your Solana, likely under like the spam tokens, because Solana fucked me.
Yeah, let me see.
But the new one, the Launch My NFT ones, Solana knows is good, so thank God for them.
Yeah, I think this is my first NFT on Sol. Or no, actually, no, I do have a couple other ones. I have, I forgot I have a Young God. Unknown collectible.
I mean, it's all good. Yeah, fuck that one, dude. That's Phantom screwing the original bags collection. Now we're on launchmynft.io, and that's where, that's where the true NFTs are minted, apparently.
Yeah, let me see. So, mint one, Explorer bags. So, let me see. Mint, insufficient assets. So, and then you need 0.3 .333. How much is .333? That's 30. Oh, it's like $35.
I think it's like 50. But there's only 333 of them, my guy. You know.
What's only 333? What do I hear in here?
Oh, these mints for bags. So
yeah, we're shilling bags in here.
I saw that flying by on a TL just the other day, and so that's why when I looked on the screen, I saw you had your hand up, and I was like, "Oh, what is this? This bags? I've seen it before."
Oh no, this is new. This is like today new. I don't think that you've seen it before.
Oh, today new.
A couple hours ago.
Nobody ever shilled this before that it was coming, or for.
I don't think so. I just dropped it cold this morning.
Wow, bullish.
It doesn't get much earlier than this. Like he actually launched. Right. He launched live on the show.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He like learned how to launch live. He like learned how to do it and then did it live. Yeah. That's crazy.
To be fair, I had launched in a more complex way, but Phantom wants to fuck the creators, you know. So now I launched using a stupid launch pad.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got some good neighbors though. This Launch My NFT.
I know.
They got some.
Listen, I'm just happy to have connected with some real people in this whole community. It was real depressing this morning just getting a bunch of bots pinging me about paying them to promote my coin. You know.
Oh, it's the worst. Yeah, yeah. I get those too. People trying to see if I want to promote the the space that we're doing, and it's like, no, dude, what?
Yeah. Crazy. All right, guys, I got to jump though. Great talking, appreciate it. Mint some bags if you want to buy farm to. Oh, dude, somebody got the torch bearer. Hell yeah, dude. Who is that? Was that you, Buffy?
That might be me. I just minted. That might be me.
Buffy, you got a sick bag, my dude.
Let's go.
Wow, this is all happening.
Let's go.
Dude, Buffy, that's the collection image. That's the collection icon bag, my dude.
Hold on, let me make sure it's me before I get too excited.
Torchbearer.
Oh my God, it is me.
Let me mint 10 more.
That's such a sick bag.
The torchbearers.
I really wish I didn't have to, but love you all. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Take it easy.
Later.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. I'm one of 2 unique holders. Let's go, baby.
Wow. Congratulations. I'm just so bullish. Yes.
That is sick. Yeah, I like that torchbearer one. Damn, I'm jealous. Let's see.
It's too bad I'm not Jewish. Got the Star of David on his forehead.
Very cool. Shoot, I'm just trying to get I need to transfer some Solana if I want to take part in this. So I'm gonna, cause yeah, I don't have any Solana right now. I've gotten so over Solana. Everything I have is in Sui basically now. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. But yeah, does anyone else want to come up and shill anything before we rug the space? I feel like we've kind of shot over the mark here at this point. We've gone on a little bit longer. Oh, we do have Volt fam here, Boss fam, showing love in the chat. Good to see you guys. Volt community, another very bullish project that these guys are always showing up in our spaces, and I see them all over the timeline. Very active community of strongly convicted people, holders that have a lot of faith in the Volt project. It started as a meme coin a few years ago, and over the last couple of years, it has developed a series of different avenues for income to pump liquidity into the token. So through a decentralized exchange, the Volti card, which is, a Visa card, has send up to 6 different cryptos from your wallet directly to your physical or virtual card, powered by Visa. They have the Volti Games, Volt Island. They have, what else do they have? What don't they have? They've got their trading bot, the Telegram trading bot, the Spark bot. There's also their exchange that I mentioned with the 0.25% fee burning of your supply while trading. What else do they have? The Volti Eco AI technology for automation and smart contracts to collect airdrops. And then they also have the Volti Dragons Sailors Club NFT collection as well, which is a very successful NFT project. Where is it? I'm pulling it up on the live feed right now. And let's see. Yeah, the floor on them, I think, is like, what is it right now? It's at 0.13 Ethereum. So yeah, these guys are just ripping constantly, and I just want to shout out to the Volt guys as well. But yeah, that's all I got for today, unless anyone else has anything they'd like to add. Thank you to all.
Hey there, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hi there, how you doing?
Yo.
You'll have to
Yeah, I
excuse me.
thought I saw you in Infineon. I
Nah.
wanted to come up and speak, and I'm bullish on it. Of course, I know Fox, and I know Fox is doing a lot of stuff, Infineon related.
Cool.
And so,
Great.
I have, of course, I've been informed. So I'm happy to see you here on stage. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go back to the party again. Try to hop out every time, and listen in. But yeah, come over and chill. And you guys, in about 3 days, I'll be back in Amsterdam. I'm in Monaco at the moment for work. And network. But yeah, I'm going to be back on Monday, and then we'll just have our regular spaces. But for now, it's got to be like that. But just to know that we are consistent and showing up, even when I'm on location working and networking. We keep the party alive. So yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for coming in the space. If Dick has not already thanked you, right? It's always a good time to listen to projects and NFT projects, coins, layers, right? We love it all. Bring it. So yeah, chill your heart out. Of course, we're live streamed, and if it's really fabulous, we're gonna cut it up and shoot it over TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. So inform Tick of what he needs to look at on the live stream, because he uses that as material for the shorts. And yeah, give it your best chill.
Oh, is it my turn then? Can you hear me okay?
Yes. So I have the Dogecat AI website. So the Infineon Creative Universe website up right now.
Oh, you found it. Very cool. Yeah, so, well, basically, it's I've been working on this for about 6 months or so. What started off as just a bit of a funny idea for a meme coin soon turned into something much bigger, and I'm basically creating an entire universe of narrative stories that exist within the Infineon Layer 2 blockchain. So it's kind of like Star Wars, but it all happens inside a simulation, inside a blockchain. And so there's the whole world building aspect, but the bigger picture is that holders and people that buy and sell the token actually get to influence the story that's unfolding. So every week I've got a new episode of the Chronicles of Alara Quinn, and there's currently 2 tokens live on Infineon on Lunar Pump Fun, and they're called Kryptonite and Kryptonaut, and they're essentially like the good guy and the bad guy in the whole thing. And they represent two factions, and people that buy and sell these tokens actually affect the next episode of the story. And this is going to develop into something much bigger as well. There's going to be a game in development, and there's going to be NFT collections, and the NFTs will represent factions, will represent things, elements from the universe, which can all be used in the game and traded on the open market. And basically, I'm I'm hoping that at some point all of this can reach the mainstream as well, and get this made into an animated series, maybe even further than that. You know, one day, who knows? It could be the next Marvel. But with the thought in mind that this could potentially provide a bit of a bridge for people that are non-crypto but are into big epic sci-fi stuff and adventure stories and what have you. It may eventually get them interested in, oh look, well, if I buy this piece of art, I can influence something in this universe that seems so cool. So I've got big plans for it, but at the moment, I'm still world building. I'm still dropping episodes and building the characters and building the whole thing from scratch. But yeah, I'm just trying to get people interested, trying to bring people over and see what people think.
Wow. Yeah. Very. What's the word I'm looking for? Ambitious project. Very ambitious.
Yeah,
It looks like man, it's a lot. And so how big is your team? Is this a one-man army?
Yeah, it's a one-man army at the moment. I've got a couple of guys that offer ideas and support and what have you. But yeah, it's essentially me doing all the work.
Yeah. I do like your website. However, I feel like with all this content, you do have a lot of potential right here. I'm going to send you this tool that I'm going to send you a DM for this tool that is a agentic website building thing. Are you interested? Okay. It's sick. It's really sick. Here, it's
listen, mate. I'm interested in anything that can help me get this put together and presented in a really digestible way, because one of the biggest problems I found is because I'm not a professional in any of the things I'm trying to do. I'm kind of just trying to find tools, trying to find ways to get things done, and then I get a load of things done and I think it's great, and then I get to a point where I'm like, oh crap, okay, I'm gonna have to go back and redo that. I'm gonna have to do it a different way. I'm gonna have to present that differently, and it's coming together slowly, but like I say, I'm just building this by myself. So yeah, there's a few challenges for someone like me, but yeah, I mean, I'm open to all the suggestions, all the help.
Yeah, and it's Ethereum blockchain that you're on then.
Ethereum layer 2 Infineon blockchain.
Oh, okay, I got you. And then the NFT collection. Where? Let me see. I'm looking for your NFT collection.
No, it's not that. No, it's not ready yet. It's
okay.
Not
cool.
So it's still a work in progress. I'm still building the collection and making sure that it all can tie in properly to the law and to the future use and utility of the NFTs. Again, not something I'm a professional in, so it's going to take some time.
Yeah, but, very cool.
Yeah,
very cool, man. Check out that tool, the website building tool. It's really sick. And then these tokens are live. Then you were saying the Faction Wars tokens. So
yeah, so there's 2 tokens live at the moment, Kryptonite and Kryptonaut, and they're on lunarpump.fun. So I don't control those tokens. That it's the same kind of setup as Pumpfon on Solana, but this is on Infineon. So those guys are out there. People can freely buy and sell those. But what I basically do is every Friday around 8 p.m. UTC, I'll have a look at the chart, and whichever one is leading the chart, that faction gets an advantage in the next episode that drops the following week. So yeah, the episodes are kind of written. They're pre-written to a degree, but then some part of the storyline and the outcome will change depending on which token is in the lead. So so those two, I mean, they're not strictly part of the ecosystem in the sense that I've got no control over those tokens, but they are part of the narrative. Now, the main token that will be used for staking and governance and various other utilities in the future, that's currently on pre-sale, and that's the Inf AI token. So that'll be the main project token, which will be paired on Infinity Swap with their Wrapped ETH token, which, by the way, is the only Wrapped ETH that we know of that auto appreciates. So basically, part of all the trading fees on Infineon get directed back into their Wrapped ETH token. So any project that's paired with that ETH token automatically appreciates in value over time.
Wow.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. And when is the launch for Infai again?
So it's currently in pre-sale. It's been on for about 10 days now or so.
Okay.
It's got a soft cap of 3 ETH and a hard cap of 10 ETH. I'm not looking for much to get started.
Oh, I see.
But I mean, we're only at about 20% so far of the soft cap, because the problem that we're having is exposure and getting in front of people. With it being such a not a very well-known blockchain, it's got a big community, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot of people, you know. So it's getting it out there is the problem, getting it in front of enough people.
Yeah, right on, man. Well, cool. Thank you for coming on and telling us about this project and stuff. It seems like you got your work cut out for you, but some exciting things, dude. The good luck with the pre-sale. That's I'm definitely gonna be watching this. It's really cool. And thank you for joining us today and telling us about this.
Yeah, my pleasure, mate. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you to everyone else that came up, the Dundees guys. Thank you to Buffy for joining us, and Cricket Coin, Cuddle. Thank you for stepping up, and all the Volt guys, Chatette community. Shout out to you guys as well. Thank you for showing up and supporting, and the Dojo Dogs as well. Mac, Meta. Thank you guys for showing up and supporting Wild and myself. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rug the space, unless anyone else has any final words that they'd like to share.
I just want to say thank you again for letting me up here and giving the Dundees some time. We appreciate it, and we'll definitely be coming back. And I also just real quick want to shout out my boy Joe down there and the listeners. He's got a super cool project coming out soon with the Oysters. Definitely go give him a check out.
Awesome. Yeah. For one more time, what's the I can pull it up on the X page real quick. What is it? The Oysters?
Yeah, it's I believe it's OSUC, I believe is the tag for the Oysters. Or SUOC, sorry. The SUOC, it's his oyster collection. It's gonna be something where you create your own traits, I guess, and the rarest traits are just gonna be the ones that people didn't pick. So it's a fun idea, and I like it, and I'm looking forward to it a bunch. So definitely, Joe, if you're down there, you want us to talk, you know it better than I do, brother, but I'm excited for it, so wanted to shout you out.
Oh, and then let's see. Oh, you guys are kind of associated with the Volt fam too. The oysters. I see. Volt Inu had reposted. Oh, the oysters reposted them. I see. Okay, cool. Well, yeah. Cool. You guys will have to come back and tell us some more about this as well. I was just looking at the oysters project on here as well, but cool. Cool, you guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and rug the space then. Since we've kind of gone over the time massively today. But yeah, thanks again, you guys, for showing up.
Time flies when you're having fun, Tech. That's what they say, right?
Yeah. I was just waiting for Wilder to respond.
Thanks,
so we could rug it. But I gotta get going, you guys. So y'all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time. See you tomorrow.
Cheers. I'll see you.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks a bunch. Love you guys. Done you out.